Hello, I am Ann Lindsay, Style of Success Image Consultant and J. Hilburn Men's Custom Clothier. As a men's style expert, I'm here to help you navigate one of the most common sartorial challenges of your year, the dreaded wedding invitation. But seriously, dressing correctly as a wedding guest is serious. Unlike women who often have more flexibility and creative freedom, men are expected to follow a dress code more precisely. And that makes it crucial to interpret the couple's wishes accurately and show up looking polished, respectful, and completely on point for the setting. I'm going to walk you through how to be fully prepared and properly dressed for any wedding, whether it's black tie, beach casual, or somewhere in between. I'm going to discuss the 3 tiers of wedding attire formality, suggestions how to make a suit feel more festive and wedding-y so you can recycle and use what you have, design and styling options for tuxedos, as well as a white dinner jacket you may not have considered, some great beachy and garden party ideas, including a link to an awesome bow tie, and lastly, important style details regarding regular ties, bow ties, shirt collars, sizes, studs, cummerbunds, etc. So let's get you wedding ready. Okay, there are 3 tiers of wedding attire formality. Formal. Let's start at the very, very top with white tie, which is very unusual. You probably will never, ever go to a white tie event. That's like with the queen. So fine. All right, moving on to what's far more common, black tie. Black tie is when you're responsible to wear a tuxedo with all the accessories, formal shirt and a stud and black bow tie or regular tie and formal shoes. This picture shows a classic black tux that is styled a little, it was a photo shoot. So most of you guys are probably going to wear regular shoes that, tie up, formal shoes that tie up, and socks. But if you're 25 and a model, you can wear this look. Anyway, black tie optional. Now, this one's fun because, yes, you can absolutely wear a black tuxedo, but you also could wear a dark suit, navy or gray, that you already had repurposed, as well as you can now deviate a bit in terms of the tux color. See, there's a picture here I have of a blue tux. Now, one of the things I like about this is it shows you what a peak lapel looks like, different than a notch lapel. Not wrong, just a little different, just sort of a fun iteration of style. Then we have a gray version, and I love this. Is so elegant. I love this tuxedo. And I want to point out also that this is showing it with a vest, which is what I love at a wedding, when a guy will wear a vested suit. And no, I'm not harkening back to the 80s. It's because when you take your jacket off for the reception, the dancing, you're the best dressed guy in the place. And so I really like a vest at a wedding. Okay. Here is a white dinner jacket. Now you might wonder, white tie, but white jacket. No, white jacket is actually a scotch less formal than black tie. So a white dinner jacket is maybe for an afternoon wedding. Still quite formal, but just one tiny bar less than black tie. This one's shown with a black shirt, which is, kind of a look, but that's okay. You can wear it with a white shirt as well. Then we have formal. Formal is really the same as black tie optional. It means suit or tux with a little tux latitude built in. Semi-formal. This is the next big chunk of wedding formality. Semi-formal means you're not to wear a tux. That would be a little too formal for this event, but you definitely need to wear a suit for sure. However, this can be more festive in color and fabric. And I'm showing, of course, I'm using J. Hilburn images. These are such fun. And I love that quote from The Knot, the big wedding online source that says, "It's not a party unless you're wearing a pastel," and they mean guys. So I think that's a lot of fun. So also picture here is a seersucker suit. What could be more perfect for a summer wedding than seersucker? Very cool, it's sophisticated, it's a wonderful suiting fabric for a semi-formal occasion, really of any kind through the season. Now, let's go to cocktail attire. We're still in the semi-formal category. Cocktail attire, similar to semi-formal, a tux is too much, a suit is okay, but a sport coat and dress pants are now probably the route that you're going to take. So, but don't be boring. Do not wear your navy blazer and tan pants. Show that you have can create a social outfit, one that feels festive and fun, as I have a few pictures here. And if this is, is this too much for you? That's all right. There are a whole lot of festive and fun options in between. So, okay. Now, tier 3 is casual. You might read the invitation, might say dressy casual. That means a jacket is optional, although in my opinion, it's a wedding. You should wear a jacket even if you take it off as soon as the actual services are done. But definitely you'll want to dress up in a button-up collar shirt and nice pants, never jeans. Tie is optional, only if you want it, don't have to. Casual or daytime casual, these are levels of formality that just really require a same thing, a button-up shirt, nice pants. By the way, real shoes. We can ditch the shoes when we get an invitation that says beach casual. And that's where you'd still want to wear a button-down shirt, but it can be short sleeve, long sleeve, a loose, unstructured fabric like linen, and that's where you can wear sandals. You can even rock a sun hat if you think that would be fun. Now, let's say you are going to a wedding and you want to make your basic blue or gray suit more festive and not like you're going to a business meeting. So here's a screenshot of some of the varieties of pocket squares from the J. Hilburn website. I think pocket squares are so fun because they bring a pop of color, of energy. They make it look like you created an outfit, but in many cases you can ditch the tie and still don't have that boring look, still have that color or pattern. The ties that I've thrown in here to this video are actually from Nordstrom because I just wasn't inspired by what was on the J. Hilburn website. The Nordstrom ties that I picked here, they have such fun flair for a wedding. Think lively, think whimsical, dots and florals, again, pastel colors. Think curved lines, not straight like a rep tie, not straight lines. Curved lines are more social, more whimsical. And lastly, there's a bow tie that I actually linked on the blog post because I just think it's wonderful. How fun would that be to wear that bow tie? Okay, now our last bit of content is about specifics, shirt collars, studs, ties, because I know that sometimes you just need rules. Okay. A bib front shirt must always have a wingtip collar and a bow tie with it. But when you wear a regular formal shirt, meaning not one with the bib, it just has a tuxedo placket. That's that front band that has the proper holes for your studs. When you have a regular formal shirt, you can have a choice of whether you have a wingtip collar or a regular collar. Now, with a wingtip collar, you will always want to wear a bow tie. But with a regular collar shirt, you may choose between wearing a bow tie or a regular tie. But the width of the collar and the collar point is important. And I'm showing you here how a classic collar is a little narrow and it wouldn't really give you quite enough room for your bow tie. And if you tie like a larger knot, this is just a little too narrow. A spread collar is good, a really good choice. A modern spread, which is a small collar, might be too small. You might normally wear that for your dress shirts, but it might just be too small for a bow tie. You don't ever want to wear a button down. So I would say my favorites are probably like a cutaway or even an English cutaway for a shirt collar. Lastly, I wanted to pop in there about stud count. Men are wearing less cummerbunds now. They're wearing more vests. And because there's not that band around your tummy, formal shirts used to come with 4 studs down the front because the last one was hidden by the cummerbund. Now, especially like go on the J. Hilburn website, you'll see Our stud sets come with 5 studs. So you don't have that odd, like just button. You don't run out of studs when you get down to your belly button. And I think that's really helpful. So choosing a shirt that has five, allows you to have 5 studs, and picking a 5 stud set. Okay, fine. Whew. All right. That was a lot. So, weddings are special occasions, and showing up with the right attire is more about looking good. It's about honoring the moment and feeling confident in your presence. And if you're still unsure or want a second opinion, that's exactly what I'm here for. I work with men every day to help them look and feel their absolute best, whether that's for a single event or a completely personalized wardrobe. I'm Ann Lindsay, and if you're ready to step into the season with confidence and clarity, please visit My Style of Success or jhilburn.com, and I'd love to help you put your best foot forward.